In this code along video, we're going to introduce the new data, a new variable type, the type called row. So I just want to walk over the code that you'll get. Over here are the libraries. We're familiar with image library, but now we're adding tables and Google Drive, and that's just lets us read from a data set, right? Shelter sheet is where we get, so this right here is the is where the sheet is in my Google Drive, and it just loads it up. Animal table then creates a table that we can use, and I hit run. And if I type in animal table, oh, what did I do wrong? Let's see. Oh, it's animals table. It then prints out this table, right? And over here are the row headers. So name, species, sex, and notice that that's what I put up here too. And then I created these two variables that we're going to use called animal A, which is the 4th row in this table, and animal B, which is the 13th row. All this stuff you don't have to worry about. I coded it for you. I would play around with this if you wanted to for extra credit. You can make animal C, and it would be a different row. At maximum, I think there's 22 plus 10, so 32 rows. So just pick anything under 32 if you wanted to do a little extra credit. But what is going to be counted for today is creating functions that take row as their domain, as their input. So let's make it, a function called isDog, right? What isDog does is it takes in a R, which is a type row, and it outputs a Boolean, true or false. Okay, and now what I just told you, I'm going to isDog takes in a row of a table and outputs true or false. Okay. So now that I let you know what it does and I made a contract, I'm going to type it out. So I'm going to write fun for a function is dog, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it that it takes row, right? Colon. And now how row works when you have a row, you use these brackets, and you could pick anything that is in this load table, or even if, anything, if you hit animals table, anything up here, which is the same. So what are we going to need to check here? We're going to need to check the species, right? So we're going to say species, which we put in quotes because it's a string, equal. So we're gonna there are different signs, right? Equal could be that, not equal, less than, greater than. Okay, so we're gonna say equals dog. All right, and that's what we want it to return, because if this is true, it's going to return true. If this is false, it's going to return false. So I'm going to hit run. Nothing, no error. I hit is dog. And I'm going to put in animal A, which is my variable, which remember is row number 4. No, it's not a dog. I press up. That's how this came up so quickly. And I change A to B for row 13. That is a dog. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to create another function which takes in a row, and I want it to output an image. So remember how we made a name tag? We're going to use that. So name tag takes in a row, and it outputs an image. All right. So name tag takes in a row and outputs the name tag of the animal. All right. So let's create name tag, right? Takes in R. So what I'm going to do now, what did Mr. Pillager forget? He forgot to write. So R. So I'm going to take R, and I'm going to take the name. And you know what? That's a string. So I'm going to say that the name of the animal, right, is that. Right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that name. I'm going to make that the tag, right, which is text, which we got from image, which takes in the name. Let's make it 50 and give it a color. I like dark blue. All right. And you know what? I'm going to make this the name tag kind of pretty. It's going to be an overlay where I'm going to put the tag first, but then the second thing is going to be a big circle. Let's do 50. Let's do solid. Let's do purple. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to return name tag, right? That's what's going to be our output. All right. So, Mr. Pillager forgot to close the parentheses. So you notice how I had 1, 2, 3 variables? Not a big deal with functions, but a function, there's one arrow and it has one arrow. So you got to let it know what it's outputting. So you put which one of these is going to be returned. Hit run. Let's see if there are any errors. No errors. So let's do name tag, and it's going to take in animal A. Oh, very nice. That's its tag. Now, if you don't like these colors, just change them. Have fun with it. Midnight. That's a perfect color for midnight. But see, we took a table, and from a table, we started manipulating with the row. So these are the two functions you have to type in. Once you're done, you highlight them, Control C, and put it back in the document. If you have any questions, I'm here. Tomorrow, you're not going to have a code along. I'm going to give you a task of creating a very simple function that takes in a row. All right, bye-bye.